Are you a current entrepreneur or a founder and you feel like you're trying everything and it's just not working out? You are sending out messages, you're going to networking events, you're passing out your cards, you're pitching, nothing is happening. When you do get a lead, it's not converting, but you're not getting the conversion or the attraction or the audience that you need. If you're one of those people, you've come to the right video. Today I'm going to share 3 steps that you can take by the end of this video that can change the whole dynamic of your business and start implementing strategies and changes that will get you closer to your goal. All right, let's jump into this. We're going to call her Sarah. And she's not really a friend, she's a client. Anyways, Sarah has been in business for like the last 2 years, on and off. She gets to the point that she goes back to work because she feels like maybe business isn't right now. She honestly felt defeated when she found me because it's like, I've tried everything now. We had to go in and look at what wasn't working. And what I quickly realized was that she had no systems in place. She did not have a clear, structured workflow. It only added more to doubt, fear, insecurity, and ultimately convincing her going back into a 9 to 5 was probably the ideal outcome. What was wrong was her systems that she had in place or a lack of. So today I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to share with you 3 steps that you can take right now about creating a great workflow. Hey guys, my name is Natalie and I am a business operations specialist. I help founders and entrepreneurs get organized, get clarity, and get it together. Basically, I come in, restructure, and make sure that your business is running at the most efficient way possible, creating the most revenue. In this series, I will talk about a workflow. And if you watch our next video, I will physically sit there and walk you through how to set up your flow desk and set up your workflow so that it's automated for all the customers that come through your website. The best thing about a workflow is that it lets you get clarity and identify the gaps. You will see where people fall off, you will see what interests people, and that allows you to go in and tweak your system in order to make sure that they're hitting the end goal. And like we said, that end goal is checkout. Now, why does a workflow matter? Without workflows, you're doing a lot, but you'll never see what you're missing. You're just kind of running in circles, which doesn't diminish the hard work you're doing because I'm sure it is hard work, but it's kind of putting energy without an intention or seeing if it works. And that's just not the wisest thing to do. What does that mean? So when you go into the store and you start walking around and you pick up some things and you pick up some other stuff and then you breeze a little bit and then you go to the checkout and then they have all those things lined up on the side that is trying to influence you to check out some to buy some more, and then you check out and then you walk out the store and then you go to your car. Well, think of it kind of that way but in a digital space. You are taking your customers through your store whichever way, and then you are leading them to the checkout. Now, I want you to write these 4 simple steps. We want discovery, engagement, purchase, and offboarding. Those are the 4 steps that you want to take. This is a simple customer journey. Those are the 4 steps you want to take. Discovery. Where are they finding you? Whether it's your website through a Google search or a YouTube video or a TikTok video, any social media platform, really. Maybe it's even a business card with a QR code. Where are they discovering you? The second thing is engagement. You want them to do something. Basically, you want them to download a free guide or subscribe to your newsletter or head straight to your website. Then you want them to purchase. Once they purchase, which is the end goal, we're not at the end, but once they purchase, you want to get them to that checkout and get them to purchase, and then offboarding, which is delivering whatever product. So they're either walking out with the product or having the product delivered, or they're walking away with the results that you guaranteed or promised at the beginning, hopefully. As I stated before, you want to pick one tool. One of my favorite tools to use is Flowdesk. It is really simple to navigate, in my opinion. And they have templates that are pre-made that you can just go in and put in your own information and really send it out. They make it really simple to create newsletters Anyone can do it. You don't need an expert. You don't need a copywriter if you're starting out, but it is very, very easy. So I would choose one tool, which would be Flowdesk for me. And in this next video, there's a bonus. In the next video, I will sit down and show you on the screen how to set up your first workflow. And in that tool, you will set up a sequence. And basically the sequence is what happens from the moment we get that discovery. So from discovery, they go to engagement, which for the sake of this video again, we're going to use a subscribe to your newsletter. They logged in on your page and it said download a free guide or or keep in contact with us or get 10% off. That right there is going to have them input their email. Remember what we said, data is a very is a very quality currency, okay? So we want to get their email. From that, that's where the sequence starts, because once you send them their email, you have to deliver whatever it is that it promised you would deliver. So we deliver that. But then what? What's next? In the next sequence now, we are going to set up the next step in the sequence would be to set up a welcome email. So you downloaded, you delivered the product, and then you sent them a welcome email saying, "Hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, and thank you for supporting us." The second email is going to be identifying or speaking directly to a pain point that your customer would have. So, for the sake of this, let's say I had a client who had a candle business, and her candles were specific to those who were allergic to the string. So, she actually used wood as the, what do you call it? She used wood instead of that string so it could burn less and it was a healthier way for your environment because apparently people are actually allergic to some of that. I didn't know that. Anyways, that's a pain point. So that's something I probably wouldn't have known, but maybe I wanted just a candle. So sending an email out like that, like, did you know that traditional candles do X, Y, and Z, but our candles do X, Y, and Z? They're the healthier versions over a year, yada, yada, yada. Long story short. So now we've already, I mean, the seed was planted, but now we're watering that seed. All right. Maybe we wait another 3 days and then we say, hey, just today, exclusively as an offer to you, I'm going to offer you this candle that's normally $45.99 for XOXO amount. And check out by tonight and you can get free delivery, whatever the case is. I'm not an advocate for throwing out your money. We're not trying to discount because truthfully, if something is valuable to someone, they're going to pay any price. So discounting it is not really the reason why they would buy, but it is a reason to like insinuate or give incentives to have them purchase your product, so that they already defaultly have agreed, but maybe have not decided when exactly they're going to. If they did take that bait, well, you obviously want to send a thank you email with the purchase order. And then you want to let them know that what's next? What's next? Maybe you have a new seasonal candle. Maybe you have a new product launching, but you want to keep that sequence going. And that's how you nurture your client. Many people don't know how to nurture their leads. And this is a very quick workflow. This is a very quick sequence. Usually there's yes and no's and there's more steps to it, but this is a pretty quick one. Collect as much um, emails that you can, collect it for 7 days, and you want to try this out for 7 days. Now, in 7 days, I want you to go back and see where people fell off. What didn't they like? After they downloaded your freebie, did they go back to your site or did they just open it? Did they click the link in the email that sent them to the next sequence or did they just fall off? These are all questions that we need to answer in order to know what works and what doesn't work. However, if you don't have your workflow in place, then there's no way of knowing. We're kind of just shooting stray bullets and hoping it catches somebody. I want you to commit to trying one automation per week. Identify, did it work? Where did customers fall off? Where did customers engage? Remember, data is your friend. We live in a digital landscape and data matters. So collecting data will give you your perfect formula to find out what is not working. Let me tell you this story. By the time Sarah had worked with me for 6 months, her sales had increased to about 58%. What she was making in a month, she was almost making in one day, because we found out what worked through the workflows, and what didn't work, we stopped wasting time on it. We stopped wasting energy. So not only did Sarah make the money that she wanted, but she gained back her freedom. She gained back her independence. She wasn't running around trying to record data and trying to record content and trying to post here and trying to be at this networking event. Yes, she's still engaged and still found new ways. But because we had those workflows in place, we did them and checked them and reevaluated them and tweaked them and made them better each time, to the point now she is automatically set up making about, I don't want to share, making about 20K weeks from making 2K months. I'm telling you, this is gold. Okay, so a quick recap. The first thing you want to do is map out your client journey. The second thing you want to do is pick a tool to execute your client journey. And the third thing you want to do is run a test for 7 days, go back within the next week and evaluate what works and what didn't work, and then rinse and repeat. Yes, it is going to take some time to get a clear path, which is okay. Because once one thing starts working, I always say the first sale is probably the hardest sale, your first high ticket sale. But once you get that first high ticket sale, that means that you have found out what works for your business, your secret formula. And now, once you rinse and repeat, it's only a matter of time till you reach your goals and you gain back your success, you gain back your freedom, you gain back your time without compromising your financial stability of life. If you made it this far into this video, I want to thank you so much for watching. In my next video, I will be showing you exactly how to set up your first workflow in Flowdesk. If you have not subscribed to Flowdesk, I have a link right below where you can use to start your subscription. I would guarantee you sign up as soon as possible because they are ending their unlimited plan, which allows you to send unlimited emails. That is actually one of my favorite things. Unfortunately, it's coming to an end. So click the link below and sign up for it, and meet me at my next video where I'll show you exactly what to do. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. If this was helpful to you, leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching.